y'all, and good afternoon. Well, today we have a very exciting day. We were able to go and pick up some compost to add to our front flower bed. So we're going to be working on that today. Plus, I also picked up some beautiful bulbs from Aldi, so I'm going to be getting those planted as well. And then hopefully we'll have enough time to get our mulch spread out. So we have a lot of things on the agenda today. So I just want to take you guys with me as we get all of these little chores done in the garden. All right, guys, let's go. So this is the cow manure compost mix that we're going to be using. And so I'm going to be using it here in this front flower bed. So I think this will be a good recharge for this soil because it's been almost 2 years since we added the initial topsoil into this flower bed. So we're going to get all of this put out today, and then hopefully we can also get our little wood chips put out as well. Okay, so I got all the bags spread out. So this was 13 bags, and I had 2 left over that I want to put on the other side. So this is what it looks like. I kind of did like a little berm here. So when I go to plant my annuals in the spring, they can kind of be lifted up out of this flower bed that stays super wet. So this is just like a little experiment to see how it does, because this year we had so much water in this flower bed that the Super Vistic bubble gums just drowned in here. So I was thinking that maybe if I put them up on a berm, that maybe they'll do a little bit better and have a little bit better chance of with the drainage. So now we need to move that bag around and clean up our mess, and then we'll get started on the second part. Okay, so I'm going to be using my power planter auger next. And this was actually the one with the longer fluting, but the one Laura has out now has shorter fluting, which means it only has like 2 of these, I believe, or maybe 3, because when you're planting bulbs, you don't need to really go this deep. But this one has been very helpful when we've been like trying to like putting pipes and stuff in the ground, because it can go a lot deeper. So we're going to get this ready, and we're going to get our bulbs in the ground. Okay, so I have 35 of the extra large daffodil mix. These are the ones that we picked up at Lidl the other day when we were getting our pumpkins. And I have 4 bags of those. So we should be about 140 daffodils. So we're going to have to do a lot of holes. So that's where my power planter auger is going to come in so handy. Okay, so I dug 140 holes, and that took me 8 minutes and 45 seconds. Is that not unbelievable? Of course, this soil is super soft, so that helps a lot too. But those power planter augers are truly amazing. So now I'm just going to add a little Biotone, and we're going to pop these little daffodils into the ground. Okay, so let's check out these bulbs. Lots of people will go into the store and they're like, oh, I don't know if they're good or bad. So one of the things you want to look for is to make sure that your bulb is hard. That is a good sign that it hasn't lost hydration. Also, if you look at these bulbs, they're actually starting to sprout a little bit. So this is definitely a bulb that is healthy and is not diseased. If you find one that has any disease spots on them, they'll kind of look brown, sometimes squishy, and then sometimes they'll just be kind of deflated. But all of these look like they're great bulbs. It looks like these are from Holland, and looks like they're good to go. This one even still has its little roots on there from last year. So we're going to get these all planted in the ground. Okay, so I had to take a little hydration break, and I wanted to show you guys. So this is one of the bulbs. Uh-oh, one dropped in my lap. I had 5 of them. This one looks like it may have gotten like hit by the whatever they were tilling these up with. And then these were like kind of like squishy right here. So most of them were just squishy. So we have 5 of them that didn't make it, but it ended up taking me, so it was 8 minutes and 45 seconds to dig the holes, and then it took me 15 minutes to get them planted. And now I'm just going to kind of just rake over the dirt over top of them, and we'll be done with that, and then we'll go on to adding the mulch. Okay, so we have everything covered up with soil. Now we're going to put down our mulch. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I am so tired. So we got down 15 bags of the compost, and then we got down 22 bags of the mulch, and that flower bed just like absolutely gobbled it up, and I really thought we were gonna have more, at least to go in front of the boxwoods. And then we got 140 daffodils planted. So I am extremely exhausted, and it's nice weather out here today. It's like in the low 70s, but I am so hot. So I'm going to go ahead and get this all finished up and cleaned up, but I wanted to show you guys something really exciting that I got. Okay, so I want to introduce everybody to the newest member of the Simplesoutherngarden family, and this is our Hoselink. So we put this in last weekend. We started off with a 4x4 post, and it was 8 foot long. We cut that in half. Then we took our little template and we laid the post on the ground, and we pre-drilled our holes for our mounting bracket. Then we used the post hole diggers to dig a hole, and so we put our 4 foot long post in the ground about, I'd say about 18 inches. And then after that, we poured our concrete in and set it with water, and then we let it set overnight. And then after that, we added on our mounting bracket, and we just put our little Hoselink right on top of that. So we used the little extender that it came with, plus I had a little additional hose because I didn't want to mount it way back there. I felt like that was going to be too far. And with the position that we put it in, this is 82 foot long. This will reach all the way down to our hibiscus. Okay guys, so we are all finished with our project today because we don't have any more mulch. So I want to come back and add some more mulch around our hibiscus. And then we have a little area right here behind this hydrangea. And then I'm going to let this compost kind of dry out for a little while because it was super wet. And some of it was a little stinky. So I want to kind of let it air out a little bit because it's been in those bags for so long. And we'll get all that covered up once it airs out. But look how good it looks. Oh my goodness, the grasses and the hydrangeas just pop. And the boxwoods too. They look so bright green with this dark mulch around them. Looks so good. So we're going to have to continue the mulch through here where there are new boxwoods. And we're going to get our quick fire fab hydrangeas planted back there, but that'll be for another day. But I am so happy with how this turned out. Thank you so much for hanging out and gardening with me today, and I hope this gave you some inspiration. If you've been putting in some mulch like me, it really, really does make a difference, and it just makes our plants that are already beautiful just pop even more. So it's definitely a lot of hard work and a lot of money, but it is so worth it, and I think this mulch will be beautiful like for the next year. So it's definitely worth all the time and the effort and the money that we put into it. And then next spring, we are going to have a beautiful display of daffodils with those 140 bulbs that we planted. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous. So I can't wait to share that with you guys in the spring. Well, I hope you have a great day, and I hope you have a chance to get in your gardens today. Bye, friends.